friends, I'm Kanchan from Akulmac Technologies and you are welcome to TopBrass. Today, as usual, we have interesting personality, Sitesh Srivastava. He has a deep interest in corporate training and he has been training IT professionals, marketing professionals. And the good thing is that he is in Bangalore at the moment. He has reunited with his family. He has been waiting for so long from South Africa, from Johannesburg, and he has landed to Bangalore, and now he is in quarantine. I mean, I guess 14 days of quarantine. So that's home quarantine. So let's discuss how things are at Bangalore. Welcome to the show, Sitesh. How are you doing today at Bangalore?
Hi Kanchan, good day to you. As they say in the Incredible India campaign, smile, you are in Bangalore. So yes, I'm smiling that I am in Bangalore, back, united with my family. But I enjoy this iconic city. And I came here around 9 or 10 years back. And I came from various other Indian cities, living in other Indian cities, other iconic and not so much iconic cities. But, I took some time to come to Bangalore 10 years back. And I must say, that decision was a good decision that I am here. And as we start our conversation today, I would like to share some tidbits.
Yes, please go ahead. We are waiting. We will be enriched with your experience. I had been to Bangalore also, and I love the city. The spirit of the city is awesome. The people, the professionals, IT professionals, basically, they are awesome. So let's listen your story.
Well, Kanchan, today we all know about Bangalore, about the IT city, the Silicon Valley of India, and the great technology stuff, the technology products and solutions coming out of this city, and the unique ecosystem that this city has or it has built over the years. But this city has something very, very interesting in our modern history and also almost like a 1,000 years of history that is can be seen around the city, outskirts of the city. And the modern part of the Bangalore entices me a lot. One, definitely the IT part, because of which many of us are here, including me. And while growing up in India, in the North Indian cities, Kanchan, I grew up in Kolkata, which was Calcutta then. I was able to see the South India from the North Indian eyes till I came myself to the South India, which is Bangalore. And growing up in the North India, the aspects of South India, the interesting facts, the modern history, their industriousness is something that we see from very far, from a different kind of a lens. So when I landed up in Bangalore, I started looking at this city not just from a professional point, but also from a cultural aspect, which is that I always want to do where I stay, as you might have noticed in our other conversations. So this city, in the modern history, has a rich history from I think 1800, beginning of 1800, when the cantonment of this city was built, and around the same time, sometime around the 1790s or 1780s, there was this great local leader, Kempe Gowda, who is known as the father of this city, the establishment of the modern Bangalore. And therefore, we also have an airport called Kempe Gowda International Airport. So the city has always been into the limelight in the modern history. When I say I would like to go back, 70, 80 years back, It had a great contributions into the Indian freedom struggle, and a great many leaders came out of this geography. And 1956 States Reorganization Act, it came into existence as a capital of Karnataka state. And I have been hearing, Kanchan, that the other city, the Mysore or Mysuru, was the more famed city in this region. And there were discussions to make Mysuru a capital, but for some political reasons, Bangalore was chosen for the capital of Karnataka. Apart from the IT, Kanchan, it is also a very important seat for Indian military forces, and our iconic company, Hindustan Aeronautics, and some of the original electronics companies. You know, people today who work in Bangalore, they only think about the IT, but Bangalore is more than IT in terms of even the professional world. You know, it was ahead in the electronics production even before Infosys happened. Infosys, as we all know, is the second largest or biggest Indian IT company, has its headquarters in Bangalore. So, you know, we daily in this city, what we say is that if you drive in Bangalore, if you do a car driving or you're on Bangalore, you can drive anywhere in the world. But Bangalore traffic is legendary. But at the same time, Bangalore weather is also legendary, Kanchan, you know about it. And that is a beautiful part. Last year, my yoga teacher was telling me that Bangalore sits around 3,000 feet above the sea level. That means literally, technically, Bangalore is sitting on a hill station. And to compare it with the tallest mountain in Japan, Mount Fujiyama is just 3,700 feet, and Bangalore is at 3,000 feet. So you can understand the lovely weather that Bangalore has. And I think that's a great value that it adds. What I am sad about Bangalore, Kanchan, is I'm told that in the 70s or the 60s and 70s and early 80s, the city had 3,000 lakes. But due to the rampant development all around the city, on the outskirts, there are less than 300 lakes today. And out of those 300, I think we can just count a handful of probably 10 to 15 of the big major lakes. Now you understand, Kanchan, a lake, a natural lakes, or even the man-made lakes, how important they are for the local weather. And in India, we have another city like this called Bhopal, which is a city of lakes. So that adds to the natural beauty of the city. And apart from the IT, there are another businesses that have grown out of Bangalore. They have been going out in the world. And on the culinary side, MTR Foods, the iconic MTR Foods in Bangalore, they now are probably, I believe that they are part of some Norwegian food company. And they also brought, it is said that the MTR brought the first ice cream vending machines in India. Some of the iconic places to visit in Bangalore is Lal Bagh, which is a flower park, and it hosts annual flower show, which is visited by many journalists and tourists across the world. But I must tell you, I went there a couple of times, Kanchan, and I mean, in that crowd, you know, somehow I had to just have a glimpse and come back. Kabban Park was built somewhere around 1860s when India was having its first Sepoy mutiny. Around that time, we had our Kabban Park, and it's a beautiful lung. It's a beautiful green lung of the city. And in summer vacations and summertime. Many families go there and spend a good amount of time. From the modern world, there are a lot of malls. In fact, I joke, Kanchan, that sometimes I feel that there are so many malls in this city. Whether Bangalore is inside malls or malls are inside Bangalore, it is hard to find. It's hard to figure out. And I mean, just by the name, the biggest mall is Phoenix Market City, and of course, it's a quite a huge one and largest mall in this city. And Bangalore Metro, like any other metro, I find Bangalore Metro is the one of the best places to see the whole city on a bird's eye view. And no traffic jams. The best part is no traffic jams once you sit, and it is an interesting feeling. Then there are a lot of educational institutions in this city, and some of them are really famed ones. And I mean, the Science Museum and the Planetarium, all of these. I mean, I can go on and on about Bangalore, but I think, Kanchan, that we should reserve it for something else as well.
Okay, when you mentioned about malls and when you mentioned about Lal Bagh and also Kabban Park, all old memories are freshen up now. Because when on Saturdays and Sundays, when I was working at Bangalore, we used to visit all malls and it was so lively. All young people on MG Road, and they are eating and they are talking, and it was so wonderful, and I still remember that. Now you are in Bangalore and you are a Bangalore person because you are based in Bangalore. When you are talking about Lal Bagh, I remember that at Lal Bagh every morning I used to go for a morning walk, and it's a botanical garden, so you can see variety of species of plants there, and they are chirping of birds. It was awesome at that point of time. I'm sure people who go, many people go for morning walk in Lal Bagh in that area. And when you mentioned about MTR, I really feel hungry because I remember that we as a friend, after the Saturdays, after the work, on Saturdays or sometimes Sunday, we used to stand on a queue because there was a long queue to get a table and the dishes from NTR restaurant. So, so good memories which you really, I start remembering those days now. Now, since you
Yes,
are
yes.
since you are in Bangalore, so we will be discussing more about this great city where there's a lot of development is happening, lot of software revolution is being done by this city. So we have discussed and we'll talk more about this Bangalore, and I think it will be a pleasure to share Bangalore city and the places in Bangalore to our viewers. What do you say?
Yes, Kanchan, I am the guide for Bangalore for our initiative.
Okay, it was as usual so good to talk to you today. We will discuss about many other places which are located in Bangalore tomorrow. And till then, take care. Bye bye. See you.
Thank you. Have a great day, Kanchan. Nama Bangalore Zindabad.
Bye bye.
Bye.